We have Mr. Ankit Dewan joining us on the broadcast. He, in fact, is the passenger that can be seen in the video. So, firstly, I'm extremely sorry for what happened with you, but I salute your courage for having, in fact, not bowed down to pressure and still managed to, of course, get your word across. Now, what are your initial thoughts on the entire incident that happened?
I think it is very appalling how things went down and how people are very quick to get physical and, assault somebody. I did not expect this at the airport, especially. Happens on the streets all the time, but at the airport, it's very, very disturbing.
Right, sir. I wish to understand from you. I understand that these are some traumatic events, and especially because it happened in front of your family. What exactly happened?
What happened was that I was flying to my destination, and it was around 12 o'clock. We had a infant in arms and a stroller. So I think because of the stroller, they directed us to a particular X-ray machine. I think Delhi airport only has one machine for oversized baggages. So everybody with a guitar was there, and with a stroller, people were there, and the same entry was also being used by the staff. So the staff, they were in queue, and one of them was collecting mobiles from everybody, and he was putting it in a tray. So one of them said that, why don't you put it in the front? So I objected to that, and that is when this Captain Virender Sejwal, he said something like, I don't know where these guys come from and all that. And then he addressed me and said, कि अनपढ़ हो क्या आप वहाँ पे लिखा हुआ था, why couldn't you read that this is only for service people, for the staff? So the way he said it, I told him that they only guided me. He said कि तुम पढ़े लिखे नहीं हो क्या, तुम तो देख सकते थे. So then the verbal spat started, and it continued. He, of course, he interjected the line, and then went through to the frisking area. He was being frisked when he decided that no, he had had enough. So he came back and he hit me. I don't remember exactly how I landed on the floor, and the blood I realized later. But that is the gist of it.
Shiv, Aroor here, and very sorry to hear about what you've been through, and these pictures are extremely distressing, and I hope your daughter is okay. I can imagine she must be very, very traumatized right now. But the question I want to ask you now is, I know that Air India Express and the Delhi airport have both reached out to you. What action have they promised? What action are they taking? What are they telling you?
No, your information is as good as mine, because they have just sent a tweet, and you also must have read that tweet. So right now I only know that they have suspended the pilot pending inquiry. Apart from that, I have no other information.
So just, at the airport itself, this is a busy holiday season, Ankit, and, obviously there are crowds in airports, and, separate lines, etc. may actually happen. But how did things escalate to a point where this man started hitting you in this manner? Can you just describe that sequence for us?
We had a verbal spat. So I don't know why he decided to address a passenger itself as uneducated, and that ticked me off. So both of us used some expletives, and it just... we were just having a verbal spat. I never expected he would come and hit me. That is how it escalated, nothing else.
So to be clear, that there was a verbal spat, some gali galoj happened, some expletives were used,
yes,
but
I also used them.
He assaulted you. He assaulted you first.
Yes. He was a pretty strong guy, I think, and I couldn't lay much of a hand on him, to be honest.
Yeah, because there is the information is that he was traveling as a passenger. He's not the pilot of this aircraft. That doesn't differentiate over what action the...
I came to know that later, but he was He had, I think, under his sweater, he was wearing his stripes on his shoulder. So I was not clear at that time that he was not in active duty.
Yeah, and that doesn't matter because, either way he has assaulted you, and this is a reflection on the company itself. But, when he started hitting you, Ankit, were there other people around? Did any Delhi airport officials stop it?
I posted this in the morning today. He, in fact, told the CISF guy that I'm going to go and hit him. And this was heard by my wife. I did not hear that. And then he came and assaulted me. So CISF should have stopped him. But I'm quite surprised that they did nothing up until that time.
And no other, apart from the CISF officials, there were no airline officials, Delhi airport persons, because this was a high security line. There must have been people there who could have been able to stop this.
No, not at all. There were only 2 CISF people there. One was manning the X-ray machine and the other was doing the frisking. And of course, there was one lady officer from CISF also.
How long did this assault go on for? He hit you and you fell down?
I lost track of time. Would have been maybe just a few minutes. Not too much.
Okay. And your injuries are non-serious? You're okay, Ankit?
Yeah, they are non-serious. I have had no stitches, but I have a lot of aches and pains in my body.
How is your family doing? How is your wife, your daughter? How are they doing right now?
Daughter, children are resilient. So by the evening, I think she looked to be a little okay. During the flight to this destination, she was very disturbed. She has flown multiple times, but this is the first time she was afraid of flying and whatnot. So that is what was really disturbing for me. And my wife, she was holding strong till the night, but at night time I saw once the children were asleep, she also, let out the stress and started crying. So she was holding on to a lot of it as well. So it is traumatizing for everybody.
I can well imagine. I can only say that wish you a speedy recovery from your aches and pains, and hope you're able to enjoy the rest of your vacation and holiday. And NDTV will be tracking this story closely, Ankit. We will make sure that it doesn't stop at just a tweet from these organizations, and we will find out what happens with this particular individual who has assaulted you. Obviously, there's an investigation going on, and we'd report the facts. But we wish you well, and thank you for speaking to NDTV. Please take care, and thank you for speaking to us.
Just one thing I want to get across from your channel, that they should release that CCTV video. See, that really puts things in perspective. That CCTV video should be made public.
We will make a demand for that. We will make a demand for the CCTV video. You're right. Ultimately, with only a few seconds of footage right now available, plus that very disturbing picture of you covered in blood, are the only 2 pieces of visual information on this story. But you're right. I think CCTV footage will be essential to piece together the sequence. And since you're asking for it, obviously the truth stands with you. So we will pursue this, Ankit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.